is Larry Charbonneau. I am the father of winemaker Justin Charbonneau, who has Temperance Cellar. We started this in 2012. He now has a tasting room here at 1555 East Chestnut, Suite B in Lompoc, California. We're open Thursday till Sundays. We source our fruit from various vineyards in the Santa Barbara County area. We try mainly from the Santa Rita Hills AVA and Los Olivos District AVA. We don't own our own vineyards, so he's very free to go to the different vineyards that may have fruit to sell, or if he's interested in a different vineyard, he can try and get it from there. So he's moving all around with his fruit. He does have a couple of vineyards that he does like to work with, which is Rio Vista and Rancho La Viña. So how it started, since I'm telling the story, my wife and I started tasting wine back in about 2000. And one of the winemakers that we got to know was Dave Dascombe. And around 2008, 2009, Dave asked if he knew anybody who'd like to intern for him. So my son was just going through college and his summers and that time was free, so we volunteered him. And so he started working with Dave Dascombe in 2009. And in 2012, he goes, "Hey Dave, I'd like to try my hand at winemaking." And he's been making wines ever since.
I named the label Temperance because the town I'm from, Lompoc, California, about 45 minutes north of here, it was founded as a temperance colony back in 1874. And a temperance colony is a place where alcohol was banned. It was not allowed there, and that only lasted for about 14 years. But 130 years later, here we are. We have the Santa Rita Hills right outside of Lompoc, so I thought it was clever if I named my wine label Temperance, and now we're known for wine instead of not being allowed to have alcohol. We like to pick our grapes at peak ripeness. Sometimes we're the only ones with our grapes left on the vines. Everyone else has already picked theirs, and we're like, oh wow, are we doing something wrong? But no, that's our style. We like peak ripeness. We ferment the grapes in open top containers. We normally ferment for about 2 weeks. After that, we press using an old-fashioned hydraulic basket press, and then we'll barrel age in oak for about 2 years. These are all local wines from here in Santa Barbara County. I don't source from anywhere outside of the county. I like to keep it local. Pinot Noir is one of the big grapes here in Santa Barbara County. We have the Santa Rita Hills, which is a world-famous Pinot Noir and Chardonnay growing region. Our philosophy with winemaking is balance. We try to make sure nothing is over the top or nothing is too underwhelming. It's right, it's perfect for all palates. We believe in the old world style of winemaking, where you make your wine to pair with the food, and as such, our wines lend themselves wonderfully to food pairings. Well, every year is different, but we try to look for common denominators when we pick. We measure the sugar, we measure the acid levels. You also have to taste the berries. If it tastes sweet and if it tastes ripe, that's another indicator. I mean, it doesn't matter what the other numbers say, you have to go by the taste sometimes. So every year it presents a different set of circumstances which will contribute to the quality of a given vintage one way or another. Well, it was kind of a happy accident how I got into winemaking. It was the wine industry just kind of came out of nowhere, especially after the movie Sideways in 2004. And when I graduated from college, I moved back in with my parents for a little bit, and you catch up with old friends, and I find out that everybody's either working at a tasting room, working at a restaurant, working at a hotel, or working for a wine tour company, and everybody, it's all related to the wine industry. And I just saw the writing on the wall that this industry is here to stay, and so that's really what got me into it. It was something local, something from the area where I'm from, something I could be proud of, and that's really what got me into winemaking.